Now, not only is it true for us as people and your personal life, but it is true for churches. So when you are at your church, when you are trying to find a church, this is going to help you figure out, okay, this is a church I want to be in. This is a church, this is why I experience, this is why I feel this way at my church. Whenever you go to a church and the worship is kind of dead, there's no one really lifting their hands, it feels routine. In a church that might have, it's going to be low-ish on the doxology side because we want to keep things to have a certain appearance, and we're probably going to be heavy on the theology side. This feels too controlled. Then that's how you have what might be dead religion. The church is going to be, hey, the sermon's going to be great. They'll be able to explain all the things of the Bible. They're doing exegesis. They're preaching the scriptures, which is great. But here are some things you can tell from a church like that. There's not going to be a lot of laughter, not a whole lot of joy. There's going to be a lot of, hey, service was great. I love how the pastor explained this part. A lot of critiquing of the word, and the church is going to feel like we are the right church. We preach the right doctrine. We are sound in doctrine. Now, that church has a low turnover rate. Those people have been in there forever. They will be in there forever. They will be locked in forever. But there's not a lot of new faces. There's not a lot of new members that join. The church that has heavy doxology, man, that praise and worship, it feels like a concert. Now be careful, because some churches that are heavy in doxology, heavy in that worship, here are some things that it feels like. The people are going to feel so good, so enthusiastic. Isn't that great? Don't you feel amazing? There's so much joy. There's so much laughter. Yes, Lord, I do feel free. This is awesome. And then the message is going to be, okay, it's all right. There's some eisegesis where they take a scripture and we're gonna build it around what we wanted to say versus explaining what the Bible is saying about this. Build on community versus building on biblical truths and foundations. They want to have a great experience. We want people to enjoy this moment that we're in, but we never go into the direction of planting the roots deeply into scripture. So then this type of church has a high turnover rate. Lots of people go because they love it. That feeling is great. Lord, I enjoyed it. Lord, I met you there. I felt that. Yes, sir. I love you, Lord. And they'll be back. They'll come back. They'll come back until something happens in their lives where they need that scripture, where they needed that discipleship that should have happened through the preaching and teaching of the gospel. When they needed that part is not there in their lives.